Welcome to DIYEasyCrafts.com. Today we're going to take a look at a do-it-yourself push-pole stick anchor for small boats and skiffs. Now the project starts with these single points. These are aluminum points that I got from a company called MidnightMoonOutfitters.com, and I'll put links in the description. They have a 3/4 inch outside diameter and 11/16 inside diameter. I also found a 3/4 solid fiberglass pole, which I got from govets.com. And again, links in the description. So I had to modify the pole slightly. I just had to use a hand sander and just taper the end a little bit. Really didn't take all that much time. It didn't have to take that much material off of it. I think I used an 80 grit here. This fiberglass pole is 10 feet long, and I just tapered the end until the tip fit onto it nicely. For the other side, for the T-handle, I'm just going to use an irrigation tee. This is a 3/4 irrigation tee, and I'm going to ream out the female threads with a 3/4 inch speed bore. You don't really even have to take out that much material, just a little bit, and then it fits snugly right onto that fiberglass pole. And that's going to provide the handle to push the pole in and also sometimes to pull the pole out. I'm going to attach the tips and also the T-handles with Marine Tex, which is a 2-part epoxy. It's a very strong epoxy. It's really made for attaching dissimilar materials, in this case fiberglass and aluminum. You can get it in the long cure or the 5-minute cure. I went with the 5-minute cure. I'm also going to apply a Marine Tex to the irrigation T-fitting and glue those onto each pole. I ended up making 2 of these. I'm going to use this not only for fishing to keep my skiff in the shallow water where the birds are working and where the fish are, but also when I'm duck hunting. So 2 poles will hold the duck boat nicely against shore. Because that irrigation tee is plastic, and I'm going to be using this, duck hunting in the bitter cold of winter, I really wanted to reinforce that a little bit, give it a little bit more strength. So I'm just using some hockey tape, and I've done this before, repairing crab nets, etc. You coat it with the hockey tape, and then you give it a good coat of fiberglass resin and let that harden, and it's almost like a cast. It just reinforces the plastic, and that should really last forever. Now the only thing additional I did was I sprayed down that white pole with some green paint just to camouflage it a little bit. For the connection on the boat, I used a D-ring attached to some black paracord. And this, using a D-ring rather than tying it on each time, just allows me to almost single-handedly insert that pole right through the D-ring and then push it down into the mud and clay bottom. So I live on the south shore of Long Island. This is perfect for the little creeks and the shallow water, skinny water fishing that we do for bass, striped bass. These poles push pretty easily into the mud, and I used every bit of the 10-foot length. Coming out's a little bit more difficult, but it just goes with the territory, I guess. Anyway, a very, very simple project. The fiberglass pole cost just under $50. The tip was, I think it was about $9. The irrigation tee was probably $2 or $3. I put 2 of them on my boat. I'm going to use them during the summer, and I'm really looking forward to trying them out this winter. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this YouTube channel. By all means, check us out on the web at DIYEasyCrafts.com. I've got a whole bunch of boat-related crafts on there. Thank you very much for watching.